Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to install Trellis 2 in ComfyUI, step by step, in a way that's beginner-friendly and easy to follow. This tutorial is based on the official Visual Bruno GitHub repository, and before we start the actual installation, there are a few important setup details you need to know, especially if you're using an NVIDIA GPU on Windows 11. According to the author's documentation, Trellis 2 is tested with Python 3.11 and Pytorch 2.7.0 compiled with CUDA 12.8. At the moment, the author only provides official support for Pytorch 2.7 and 2.8, Python 3.11 or 3.12, and CUDA 12.8. This means that if you're using an older or even the very latest Python version, a different CUDA build, or a mismatched Pytorch version, the installation may fail or behave unpredictably, so getting the environment right is the most important part of this setup. Don't worry if this sounds complicated. We'll go through everything slowly, including how to check your GPU, your CUDA version, and how to make sure all the versions match correctly. By the end of this video, you should have Trellis 2 installed and running properly on a new ComfyUI portable environment. Before we start, I need to make a quick disclaimer. The author is still actively fixing bugs and updating Trellis 2, and the workflow is also being improved and expanded, so what you see in this video is not the final version. To avoid corrupting my existing ComfyUI setup or yours, I'll be using a fresh, portable version of ComfyUI, which you can download directly from the official website. I'll demonstrate the installation there so you can clearly understand the process. Once you understand the workflow and your own environment is suitable, you can decide how you want to install it on your main setup. But please remember, always back up your ComfyUI folder before making any changes. I'm not responsible for any data loss or system issues that may occur. This video is more of a Christmas preview. If there are major updates or important changes later, I'll decide whether to release a follow-up video. All right, now let's get started. For this demo, I'll be using ComfyUI Portable version 0.5.1, which was the latest stable version at the time of recording. You'll find the download link in the description below. Go to the official ComfyUI GitHub page. Once you're there, click on Windows Portable Package, then click Releases. Scroll down until you find version 0.5.1. Click Assets, then download the CUDA 12.8 version. After the download is complete, right-click the zip file and extract it to any location you prefer on your system. Next, we need to install ComfyUI Manager, which is required to manage custom nodes easily. Go into this directory, ComfyUI_Windows_Portable/ComfyUI/custom nodes/. Once you're inside the custom nodes folder, click on the address bar at the top, type CMD and press Enter. This will open a command prompt directly in that folder. Now run this command, git clone https://github.com/comfy_org/comfyui_manager.git and press Enter. For this setup, you do not need to manually install the requirements.txt because ComfyUI Manager will handle dependencies automatically later. First run and version check. Now we can try running ComfyUI for the first time. When it starts, take note of the versions shown in the console. In this portable build, you'll likely see Python version 3.12.10, Pytorch version 2.9.1 plus CUDA 12.8. Here's the important part. If you check the Trellis 2 installation guide, you'll notice that Pytorch 2.9 is not officially supported. This can cause dependency issues later. So what we need to do next is downgrade Pytorch to version 2.8, which is officially supported. I've included the Pytorch previous versions link in the description. Open that link, scroll down to Pytorch v2.8.0, and look for the section labeled CUDA 12.8. You should see this command, pip install torch equals 2.8.0, torchvision equals 0.23.0, torchaudio equals 2.8.0, URL equals https://download.pytorch.org/whly/cu128. We'll use this command in a moment. First, go back to your ComfyUI portable folder. Open Command Prompt there and run this uninstall command. I've also put this in the description for easy copy-paste. Python embedded.python.exe/m/pip/uninstall torchvision torchaudio. Confirm the uninstall when prompted. Once the uninstall is complete, go back to the Pytorch website and copy the install command. Now run python embedded.python.exe/m/pip install torch equals 2.8.0, torchvision equals 0.23.0, torchaudio equals 2.8.0, index-url equals https://download.pytorch.org/whly/cu128. You can either type it manually or copy-paste it from the description. Finally, restart ComfyUI one more time. When it launches, check the console again and confirm that Pytorch is now version 2.8 with CUDA 12.8. Once that's confirmed, your environment is now properly set up for Trellis 2. To use Trellis 2, you need access to Facebook's Dino v3 models. You must first request access on Hugging Face. I've put the link in the description below. Once you're approved, open this page. Now go to your ComfyUI Models folder and create the following directory structure: ComfyUI, Models, Facebook, Dino v3, VIT L168, Pre-train LVD1689. Download the model safe tensors file manually from Hugging Face and place it directly inside this folder. So in the end, the model file should be located here. This step is required, otherwise Trellis 2 will not load correctly. Next, we need to download additional Triton libraries for Windows. Open the link in the description. Download the file Python 3.12.7 include libs.zip. After extracting the zip file, copy the libs folder and include folder. Paste these folders into your ComfyUI embedded Python directory. ComfyUI, Python embedded. This step helps prevent Triton-related runtime errors on Windows. Now we're ready to install Trellis 2 itself. Go to ComfyUI, Custom Nodes. Click the address bar, type cmd and press Enter. Then run git clone https://github.com/visualbruno/ComfyUI-Trellis2. Press Enter and wait for the download to finish. Next, we need to install several pre-compiled wheel files. Because this ComfyUI portable uses Python 3.12, we need to use wheels built for CP112, not CP111. I've already prepared the correct commands, so just copy and paste them exactly as shown. Go to ComfyUI, open Command Prompt, and run the following commands, one by one. These are also in the description. Run these 5 wheels: qmesh, nvdifferast, nvdifferecrender, flexgem, and ovoxel. Make sure each command finishes successfully before moving on to the next one. Finally, we need to install the remaining Python dependencies. Still inside the ComfyUI folder, run python embedded.exe/pip/install/r/ComfyUI/custom nodes/ComfyUI-Trellis2/requirements.txt. This will take a few minutes depending on your internet speed. Next, we're going to install Xformers, which is required for performance and attention optimization. You'll find the download link in the description.
Since we're using Pytorch 2.8.0, we need the matching Xformers build. Go to your ComfyUI folder, click the address bar, type cmd and press enter. Then run this command, python embedded.python.exe/m pip install Xformers == 0.0.32.post.1. This version is built specifically for Pytorch 2.8.0, so it avoids compatibility issues. You can also copy and paste this command directly from the description. Now let's install Flash Attention, which significantly improves performance and memory efficiency. Open the link in the description to the Wildminder GitHub repository. Scroll down until you find Flash Attention. Look for version 2.8.3 that explicitly matches Pytorch 2.8.0, Python 3.12, CUDA 1.2.8. Download the wheel file. After downloading, move the file into this directory: ComfyUI, Custom Nodes, ComfyUI Trellis 2, Wheels, Windows, Torch 2.8.0, Flash Attention. Once the file is in the correct folder, go back to ComfyUI. Open Command Prompt and run python embedded.python.exe/m pip install ComfyUI/custom nodes ComfyUI Trellis 2, Wheels, Windows, Torch 2.8.0, Flash Attention 2.8.3 plus CU128, Torch 2.8.0, CXX11ABI true.cp312.cp312.win AMD64. Make sure the installation completes without errors. If you encounter an error that says no module named CV2, this means OpenCV is missing. To fix this, go to ComfyUI, open Command Prompt and run python embedded.python.exe/m pip install opencv-python. Once that finishes, the error should be resolved. Now everything is installed. Restart ComfyUI, load the Trellis 2 workflow, and run it. If everything was installed correctly, the workflow should execute without errors. On your first run, Trellis 2 will automatically start downloading and installing the Trellis 2 4B model, so this step can take quite a while depending on your internet speed. This is normal, just let it finish, and you won't need to download it again on future runs. Before we wrap up, I want to share a few important performance notes. If you enable low VRAM mode, the VRAM usage can be reduced to around 8 GB. If you disable low VRAM mode, VRAM usage can go up to around 16 GB. Next, let's talk about reference images, because this makes a huge difference. If your reference image does not have a transparent background, generation can take up to half an hour, and in many cases, the result may still be very poor. If your reference image has a transparent background, generation is much faster. In this example, it took about 6 minutes to generate. However, because this is a 2D style anime character, the result is likely to be a flat model. This skull head is another example of a flat result. This might improve if using a multi-view workflow, but I haven't tested that yet. For my testing, Trellis 2 works much better with clearly 3D objects, such as this pirate head and Labubu. These kinds of models produce significantly better results. In this case, it took about 1 minute to generate. And that's the end of this video. I hope this tutorial helped you successfully install Trellis 2 and understand its current limitations. Have fun experimenting, and I'll see you in the next video.